Oh, she's finally here, y'all. Sage, Eggman's newly-ish created daughter. And let me just say, it's good to finally get past the Forces arc and into the post-Frontiers arc. Everything from here on in is gonna take place after Frontiers. And just so everyone is on the same page, yes, these comics are and always have been canon to the games. Tangle and Whisper have already been confirmed to be in the games. Hey, this is post-editing Wolfie. At the date of me recording this, Tangle and Whisper have been confirmed to not only be coming to Crossworlds this month, but they will also be getting voices in an upcoming Chaotix Case File episode. Damn, we Tangle and Whisper fans are really eating good this year. Keep it coming, Sega. But this issue really is all about Belle and her very turbulent relationship with her newer younger sister. Come to think of it, these next few issues are basically going to be focused on the Eggman family. Metal Sonic, Sage, Belle, and a potential new face, or faces. But we'll get to that after we talk about Belle and her new struggles. This is Sonic IDW issue 84, brought to you by these Wolfpack patrons. So after Lanolin and the new Diamond Cutters disbanded back in issue 76, see my review of that issue right here, Belle has started up a mobile repair business, where she travels from town to town and fixes everyone's broken stuff. She's even repurposed Motobud's appearance to be more friendly and inviting. And for a moment, things look normal, until we suddenly see her demeanor change and her eyes glow red. Someone or something has taken control of her. We learn that Eggman is able to take control of Belle at any time, which he starts to do before she initiates the Strings on Me protocol from Motobud, which sees Motobug essentially tasing her, which seems to disable her body so Eggman can't use her as he pleases. Belle really is a daughter of Eggman, Mr. Tinker. She was able to think and plan ahead for the time when Eggman inevitably tried to take control of her. Apparently, when she repaired Metal Sonic back in issue 50, see my review here, she exchanged data with him, which allowed Eggman to make a Trojan program to take control of her like a sleeper agent, or Bucky from Winter Soldier. Belle tells Eggman she's not willing to be his puppet, in more ways than one, and if he wants her cooperation, he has to ask nicely. So Eggman explains the situation and why he needed her. Metal Sonic has apparently gone missing with a bunch of supplies, and the good doctor can't get in contact with him, which means something has probably gone horribly awry. Belle agrees to help Eggman under one condition, that Sonic goes with her. And you know Eggman was heated when he heard her say that. Like he's just trying to get his rebellious son back, and now he's got one of his estranged daughters giving him lip, and bringing along a boy he doesn't approve of. Did I mention how weird it is to talk about Eggman's family like this? Eggman reluctantly agrees, and I do mean very reluctantly, but decides to send some insurance, a backup plan to make sure everything goes according to his master plan. Someone Sonic won't see as a threat. And y'all already know who it is. It's new fan favorite Sage. And immediately Orbot and Cubot get to being the best older brothers. Like I said, they're a family now. But what's odd to me is that she appears to have a physical body, when I always assumed she merely projected her image onto the environment. I don't know, AI ghost girl, kind of weird. Eggman gives Sage her instructions, telling her to go with Belle and Sonic and take control of Metal Sonic by any means necessary. And you know Sage is always 100% on business when it comes to completing her assignments from Eggman. Once we cut back to Belle, she's now traveling with Sonic through the frosty Holoska terrain. Apparently, this was the last place Metal was seen. How strange. This also seems to be the place where our mysterious Watcher was located, which is no coincidence. Sage meets up with Belle and Sonic, and he formally introduces Belle to her newer younger sister. And just based on their initial reaction, you can tell there's gonna be a lot of tension between them. Mostly one-sided coming from Belle, as she probably resents the idea of Eggman making a new daughter that she possibly sees as a replacement for her. This dynamic between Sage and Belle has potential to be very interesting. One was created from a man who wanted to better the world, an alternate persona of the same now evil creator that made Sage, the perfected AI. You can understand why Belle may not be too fond of her. Meanwhile, Sage seems to barely even care about Belle at all, because she's focused on her mission. And poor Sonic is stuck between these two while they have their family drama. Not to mention he knows he's gonna have to fight Metal Sonic at the end of all this. Got Sonic really sitting there looking like,
嘘だろ何も言い残せずに死ぬのか俺
My man is stressing. As a winter storm approaches, they decide to call it a night, and they all tuck into Belle's wagon to weather out the snowstorm forming outside. Even inside the tent, poor Sonic can't get a moment of peace as the two start to argue again. Only this time they're interrupted by something smashing into their wagon. Sage decides to be cheeky and states that it's either the wind or an orca under the ice that is hungry. And you know she chose those words on purpose because Sonic has a history with them. Though when Sonic goes outside to check it out, that something turns out to be Metal Sonic, now under control by some sort of strange makeshift device grafted onto the side of his face. So pause right there. This is another hint at who this new spying villain could be. They are clearly someone with technical know-how, resources to make creations and a hidden base, and enough knowledge to know how to override Eggman's own creations. I think we all know who this is starting to sound like. Sage, thinking this will be an easy operation, tells Belle to make a link so that she can upload a software patch, but Belle isn't able to, because of the device on Metal's head. Metal goes in for an attack and is quickly blocked by Sonic. Check out Sage's unperturbed expression. Like, I know she's mostly AI, but like the girl barely shows any expression more than a little bit of annoyance while being attacked. Also, take notice, whoever is controlling Metal is specifically targeting Belle. Realizing he can't run both offense and defense on Metal while protecting Belle, they all decide to retreat into some nearby caves before Metal initiates his next attack. Barely escaping the killer bot, the three are now stuck underground and have to work their way through the caves.
No worries, we'll do this the old-fashioned way. Why don't you lead, since you're the brightest one here?
Do not get overly familiar with me. I am loyal to Dr. Eggman, and you are still my enemy.
I'm glib with all my enemies. Better get used to it, Egg Kid.
Glib is an adjective, marked by ease and informality, or showing little forethought or preparation. It basically means he's used to talking with ease and sometimes seems careless or insincere with his words. The more you know. Fun fact, did you know this panel was the subject of minor discourse on Twitter? Cause Sonic would never say a word like that. Anyway, the three get to a branching path and Sage is unable to choose a path without any data to draw from. Sadly, while they are deep underground, she can't seem to get a signal from the Eggnet. Belle makes an offhanded comment about not needing to be an upgraded daughter to still function, and Sonic tries to play mediator, causing Belle to snap on him. And here we see where all of Belle's passive aggression and insecurities are coming from. She feels replaced by Sage, and might feel threatened by her newer younger sibling. Definitely a bit of an inferiority complex. Poor girl. Belle is quick to apologize, and Sonic reassures her that she's his friend, and he won't replace her. Deciding to put the family drama to the side for now, the trio venture further in, where we see our spying stranger with eyes on not just him, but everyone. Surge is messing with Kit, Metal has now found his way inside the cave they're in, Tails is working on something, Amy is practicing boxercise, Eggman is eating lots of spaghetti, while Knuckles stands guard at the Master Emerald Shrine. Something curious here is the dialogue. Whoever this is says "we" when addressing themselves. Always such a conundrum, that Sonic. In some ways tediously predictable, and yet astonishingly disruptive at the same time. Not the quarry we hope to snare tonight, but we are nothing if not flexible. He's brought that curious little marvel with him. Sage, was it? This should be fun. Don't you agree? Which leads me to believe this may be more than one person, or someone with multiple personalities, which would be odd coming off of the previous Lunar and Soleil mini-arc. They could also be using the royal we, but at this point I'm not so sure. Sounds like someone may be in the room with them. Maybe someone he's taken hostage, or maybe he's talking to the coffin. I'm still predicting Starline or somewhat revived Infinite, possibly being a body host to some part of Starline? The language they use is very flowery and verbose, which fits both Infinite and Starline.
The source of my power is none of your concern. Your insistence is futile.
So it's anyone's guess who this is. It could also be a new character, but this is more fun to predict it this way. I give this comic an 8 out of 10. Hey guys, it's me, Justin. If you want to see what happens next, click this video, or one of these other videos here. I'll meet you there.